We do tons of different straps here, from rubber, leather, sailcloth, cut to size, you know, everything you can imagine. Hey guys, it's Ken from Delugs. Welcome to my boutique.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, Ken, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here.
This is my boutique. I don't wear a AP.
But it says Ken. I'm clearly Ken, and everyone thinks that my name is Ken online.
All right, give me a walkthrough then.
All right, I'm gonna show Ken, the real Ken, what his Delugs boutique looks like. So come on in.
All right, Ken.
We're gonna start right here in the center. This is the strap wall. Here we have a collection of different colors and sizes, as well as materials, from stuff like alligator leather. We have one of my favorites.
Which one is the alligator?
Oh, like all of these are alligator here, and it stops precisely right here.
This one as well?
This is a kind of alligator. I don't know if you've seen this kind before. This is a sand alligator. Yeah,
No.
that's just.
You're fired. Welcome to the Delugs Boutique here in Singapore. So this is the strap wall. We have over 400 straps here. This is ostrich, by the way.
I would have told you that, yeah.
We display all the straps that we have, and behind each of these you can see where the stock is kept as well. So different sizes, different length, it's all kept here. So it's much easier for people to touch and feel the products, to see it in person, to find the sizes you need as well.
You gave me a preview of this when we were at Watches and Wonders earlier this
That's
year.
right, that's
you
right.
brought like the small little...
Yes,
yeah.
We had the little mock-up that we did, 3D printed one, but this is the final version.
Can you name like what are some of the top sellers? Like what are some of the best straps that people love from this wall?
Believe it or not, most people are quite boring. So they're gonna go with the classic. So black alligator,
Okay.
that does well, navy
classic
alligator.
black.
Classic black, navy, brown.
I know this one. That's the Epson strap, right? In
Chevrolet,
gray.
Chevrolet, good try.
Oh, Chevrolet. There is, but Epson
There is
looks so
Epson.
similar.
Epson is here. There we go, this one.
Okay,
So
look.
this is Epson, yeah.
Can you blame me? Look how close these look. This was my first strap that I bought from Delugs.
Oh.
Obviously not with this buckle, but I bought this strap for my Grand Seiko SBGM 235. And I learned about you guys because of the Grand Seiko's owner club, like people who really love Grand Seiko wanted cool strap combinations. And that started my journey into the whole world of Delugs and straps and everything here.
So this is our bespoke corner. It's where we showcase all the tools to craft a strap. All of our straps are pretty much handcrafted, and we want people to realize that, like, even though you see so many straps here, but every single strap still takes like between 4 to 6 hours to craft. And these are some of the tools that we use. Some of my own tools are up here. Obviously we don't do the crafting here, but we can if we want to.
Yeah.
But I think it's just to remind people that all the straps are handcrafted. There's a craftsmanship element involved. It's not just like mass produced basically. And then on this side, this is where we have a lot of different colorful exotic skins. So most of these are alligators. Most people haven't seen an alligator before, so it's pretty cool to see what it is in person like this, and not just in the strap form. So this is the island counter. This is where we serve many of our customers. It's meant to be like this bar counter vibe, so it's a bit more chill. So typically what happens is people take a whole bunch of straps, they bring it over here, and we just sit down like this, and we change the different straps. So this is where we have all of our integrated straps. Something new here, you get a first preview of it.
Whoa.
I don't know if you can see
Exclusive.
what it is.
This is, hold on, let me guess. This is for the engineer.
Yeah.
ING, yeah.
But anyway, so these are where the integrated straps are. Specific straps for different models.
Overseas, yeah.
okay.
I think I have exactly this and one of these here, yeah.
So this, we closed it up now for today because we're going to do filming and all that after. But normally this area is open. If we look up, the light here is the soft light, the same soft light that's outside. I don't know if you saw that.
And I love that you use the light box here because like the lighting is so flattering, not just on the skin, because this is like what I would use in my studio back in New York, but like for wrist rolls, for watch photos, like everything is just so easy. You don't have to like get a separate soft box to do that. Why don't we sit down now that we're already here, and then we'll continue our talks. I've actually wanted to do this video with Ken for a long time actually, because I always see Ken at Watches and Wonders or at other watch shows, but we like never really get a long time to sit down because everyone's like running all around the place. Everyone knows the story about Delugs and Ed Sheeran. So I want to ask the story from you directly, like, how did that come about?
So I would say it started like exactly 2 years ago, October 2023, when his Talking Watches video came out on Hodinkee, the one he did with John Mayer, right? And then they were talking, they were like, bringing out cool watches. And then I remember watching that video, and there's a scene where Ed was basically saying things like, I got a custom strap made from Patek with a rubber lining that I can use on stage. And then he was like, oh, I think chronographs are really sporty, they should come on a rubber strap. So when I saw that, I was like, this guy is a strap guy. He's not just a watch guy, which everyone knows, but he's a strap guy. Like, this guy thinks about straps the same way we do. So at the time, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Then shortly after, I think like a week or so after, they announced that he's coming to Singapore to perform.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so this was October 23. He's going to perform in February 24. I told the team like, hey, we should do something when he comes by. As with all things, months pass and nothing happens, then like 2 weeks before, he's supposed to come and ask the team like, hey, what ideas do we have? I think the idea is really to let him experience what good straps should be like and let him see what we're trying to do over here. What we did was to paint him a box that we gifted him with straps inside to pair with all the watches he showed on Talking Watches. So 8 straps for 8 watches. Through the Instagram community, we got in touch with someone who knows his team, and then they put us in touch, very thankfully. By the time he came over, we actually got tickets to go backstage with him.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, so we met him for like a brief moment, passed him the case. He didn't know what it was because it was just a box. And then like we passed it to him, he was like, okay, thank you very much, took a photo. Then he quickly moved on to the next group. And I think his mind space was just like thinking about the concert, obviously.
Yeah.
So he didn't think much of it. I think it was only the next day when he actually saw what's inside. And then he was like, this is pretty cool. So he asked us if we could meet him a second time because he wanted a specific strap for his Peace Unique World Timer.
Oh,
So he was like, okay,
that's the Patek Philippe.
that's the Patek Philippe.
Yeah.
The one with his hometown as the name
Yeah.
on one of the cities instead of the normal one. So yeah, he was like, are you guys free tonight to help me size a strap for like my watch? I'm like, yeah, I'm free. This was, I remember it was during Chinese New Year, so we had like dinners and all that. I told my family like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to flake and just, I have something else to do today.
They're like, the only reason you could skip is if it's Ed Sheeran. You're like, well, actually.
Yes, it is. And no, so that was wonderful. We got to spend quite a few minutes with him now at backstage. This was on his birthday as well.
Wow.
Last year. So very special moment. I remember taking his watch, putting on the CTS for him. I remember sizing it. I actually cut it too close. I sized too much. We didn't have a spare. I was panicking. But thankfully when he put it on, it was all great. He loved it, took a video. And then the rest is history, I think.
And that's why you get 3 straps. You're done. You got the size.
But no, I think it's one of those moments where like no one believed we would ever get in touch with him. Like everyone on the team, even Pei was like, no, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, but it's one of those things where you just have to try. And if you don't try, there's 0 chance of it happening. If you try, you at least get 1%.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm glad we tried, and I would say like that probably led us to where we are today. Like in some direct or indirect ways, the business wouldn't be what it is today. The brand wouldn't be what it is. It's one of those things that people know us for today. Like in the past, it was for the Santos thing.
Yeah, the Santos strap. Oh my.
Like before the Ed Sheeran thing, people knew Deluxe as like Santos, and then now people associate Deluxe with Ed Sheeran thing.
Yeah.
So it's much better, I think.
it's a better association.
Better
yeah.
association. Yeah.
So where does the name Delugs come from? And I have a funny story before you answer. I was with a watch collector in New York. His name is Chi. He's one of the members of Watch Club Society. He was like, oh, have you tried these straps from Deluge? And I was like, what? And then I was like really confused, and then we learned that we were just pronouncing it wrong. It was Delugs.
Yeah.
So where did the name come from?
Fundamentally, it started with the word deluxe, like deluxe experience. We wanted something to be luxurious.
Yeah.
And lugs obviously are the part of the watch where the strap's attached to. So the idea was to have a pun around both of these words. But the more practical side of it is that we wanted a word that was easily searchable, that didn't exist before. So when people search it, you know, you can find it. Something that the domain is available, Instagram is available.
How many years ago did you start Delugs, and like what were you doing before Delugs?
Officially, we started at the end of 2018. It was more of a hobby back then. How it started was that Pei and I picked up leather crafting as a hobby back when we were in school in the US. So we picked up leather crafting because I couldn't draw, I couldn't paint or anything like that. I wanted to do something a bit more manly, but it was still craft, I guess. Because I like leather shoes, so I was like, okay, let's do leather crafting. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. I took it a bit more seriously, and then I got into watches about the same time, so I started making straps as well. At some point, I spent too much time crafting like wallets, card holders, straps. It was taking a toll on like just myself in general. So I thought, okay, let's move on from crafting as a hobby. Let's find something else to do as a hobby. And I wanted to try what it's like selling online. So like the business was a hobby. It wasn't like, okay, let's start Delugs with the intention to build a boutique one day.
Yeah.
It was never the case. It was more like, let's start this business. I want to learn what it's like to sell stuff online, to like manufacture, to market, to create a website. That was the whole intention. So that was end of 2018, but it wasn't very serious back then. It was like, okay, we had one sale, and then like 2 months passed, and then we got another sale. I would say only in like end of 2019 where it's like, okay, let's take this a bit more seriously. Both of us only left our full-time like 2 years ago.
Wow.
So 2.5 years ago, we left our full-time. Then we brought on a whole bunch of people to the team to help us build up what we wanted to become.
Yeah, that's so incredible. That like 2018 is not even that long ago. That's not even 10 years ago, and like so much has changed in the span of 7 years already.
Yeah, I think we always remark that, in this business, every 6 months to a year, it feels like a totally new business, right?
Yeah.
6 months ago, we didn't even have the space. We were like, okay, let's get ready to open the space. 1 year ago, like the Ed Sheeran thing, like, it just happened that year. We're getting a lot of press and all that. We're always finding ourselves doing something new and something different. And I think that's what keeps it exciting.
Every year, watch brands, whether it's at Watches and Wonders or all these different shows, they come out with new watches. So like, how do you choose like which ones to do exclusive like straps for?
It's a very selfish answer, and it's gonna be the watches that I like.
That's the best answer. It's like,
That's where it starts.
yeah.
That's where it starts, really. Like, I mean, it's just watches that when I look at it, I was like, I love this, but I would love my own strap on it, and that would make me wear the watch so much more.
yeah.
So that's always where it starts. But the other part of it is also like what our customers tell us. If we hear a lot of feedback from people like, hey, you should do straps for this watch, and we hear that from everyone, right?
Yeah.
Then to me, it's a clear sign that, okay, there's definitely something there. And that's actually the case for this whole PRX. That's what happened for the PRX, for the Santos, for the VCO. I remember back before we introduced all of these, there just weren't any options of straps for these models. Like PRX especially, when we launched it, PRX only came on a metal bracelet.
Yep.
We were the first ones to introduce rubber straps even before the OEM ones.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm always very proud of, in that we listen to what collectors and communities want, and we really try to make what people want rather than what makes financial sense sometimes. Like, I mean, we make straps for like atelier win perception, right? It's a very small market. It's a very niche crowd. But I own the watch. I like it. A lot of our customers love it. They want a different option for it. So that's where we go.
We held a Atelier When pop-up out of my store back in May. And yeah, there were some people who were coming in with their perceptions, and I saw them with like their white Delugs,
Yeah.
cut the size on their Atelier When perception. I was like, this is even cooler, like putting all everything together. So when we were outside, I asked you what were like some of the top seller straps, and you said it was black, navy, and brown. You obviously do bright colors like the one you're wearing, like orange and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what my question is, but do you wish more people bought orange straps or something? Like,
I do.
My question.
I do. Fundamentally, we want people to find the strap that they like the most.
Yeah.
Right? If it's black, so be it.
Yeah,
I think the
yeah, yeah.
reality is that most people just like black.
Yeah, you
know,
can't
it's, like,
change.
it's the most universal. I
Like
think it's
for me, I just love gray, and I just keep asking every time I want a strap. I just look for a gray strap,
Yeah.
Whether it's a light gray or a dark gray, and I don't know why I keep doing that.
You're not alone. I mean, gray is very versatile as well. I do like brighter straps personally. I mean, because it brings attention to the strap.
Yeah,
And obviously that's part of my persona now. But what I really enjoy, like recently, I enjoy a lot of white rubber straps as well.
yeah,
It's very personal, I would say. Like, some people know exactly what they want, but sometimes what's fun for me over here when I serve customers here is when I expose them to something they never thought they would get.
okay.
Like, there'll be people who come in and say, okay, I definitely want a black or a gray, right? They're like, I want to keep it safe. And then I'll recommend them, like, you want to try white? And then they're like, I'm not so sure about that. And I put it on, they put it on, and they look at it and they're like, oh yes, I see what you're talking about. You know, that to me is a satisfaction when we can open up people's minds about what's possible from a stylistic angle.
That's cool. The last time I saw you, you're also wearing this. This is the Ulyss Nardin Freak.
Freak X. Yeah.
Freak
So
X. How's your own collecting journey been like? What watches have you been interested in?
I've been getting a lot of independence. I love independence for a few reasons. I mean, one, the watches are freaking cool. Most of the independents are quite expensive these days, but I think it's still, you get a lot for the money relative to like the tax and AP.
Can I take a look at that while you're explaining
please.
this one? Yeah.
But what I appreciate the most as a business owner is that when you get an independent, you're talking often to the founders, to the watchmakers, to the people who designed it. Right, and I find that there's a lot more meaning in that. Just from the events we've held at our boutique over here, you know, I've had the chance to speak to many brand owners and founders and just understand things from their perspective as well. Tap into their brains, what they like, what they don't like, what they're trying to achieve. And as a business owner, I think that is something that's more fun. Like, often when you're buying from the bigger brands, I mean, of course, they make great watches as well. I still own watches from the big brands, but I think the personal connection isn't quite the same.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is this one of your like favorite, your daily drivers or something?
With the carbon case, it's very easy to wear.
Yeah.
So I wear it a lot, yeah. I like to bring it on walks as well. It's nice.
Yeah.
Very durable.
Something like this especially looks so good with a brighter strap because the case and everything is already like a black hole.
Yeah.
Kind of just like draws your attention there, but then the orange just accents it. It kind of reminds me of like what they call the North Face strategy, you know, North Face jackets.
yeah.
Like they always show yellow jackets in their ads, but their top sellers are still the black colored ones. So they always show like the yellow and other colors because they're brighter and they bring more attention to what they can do.
Right.
But still at the end of the day, people are going to choose what
yeah.
they like.
That's interesting. Maybe we'll try running some ads with like
Yeah.
brighter colors and all that.
Yeah. That's cool. So before we close up, I want to ask you, are there anything we should be looking forward to from Delugs?
So I think our product range will continue to expand. The big brands as well, Rolex, AP, Patek, we're definitely going to do straps for all of those. And then I think beyond products, we're really focusing on service quite a bit. Like website is a big one. We have a new strap finder on the website. If you go on now, you can actually see it and play around with it.
I love the strap finder. I always show like even my own customers, I'll show them like how to match different straps so that they can like visualize the colors and everything.
Yeah. So the new version is even better, I would say. I think service is a very big part for us. I always describe our business as one where we're trying to bring luxury at scale. And when I say this, it's because we operate in the luxury industry, right? I mean, you're in the luxury industry, you're in the watches space. For us, it's the same thing, but the only difference is that we don't just sell like a few watches per month or whatnot. We sell hundreds of straps in a week, in a month. And we really have to bring high quality service that the customers expect from a luxury company, but at mass.
Yeah.
So that's always been a bit tricky, but that's always been something we're trying to do and level up. And we don't want to just sell straps like any other company online, right? Where you just click buy and then like it gets delivered to you, but you don't get any support or whatnot. So making sure that we're responsive, we're making sure that we can educate people about how to change straps, what kind of straps will look good with different watches, even things like doing mock-ups for custom straps. So that's something we do today. When people place a custom strap order, we create a photorealistic mock-up of it just so they can have an idea of what they're going to get. I think all these are little touches that we try to bring. It's not like a massive improvement, I would say. It's just little improvements that we just add up. And after like a year or 2 years, you look back and it's like, okay, it's a significant change in how we were operating 2 years ago.
I've interviewed a lot of people and you're definitely the persona of someone who's like just making progress is already success. And like at the end of the day, when you look back, then you'll see like the whole journey of getting there. I had one final question because it's so random. It just popped in my head is like, I see you guys always get, for example, the Vacheron Overseas, you had like the perpetual calendar and then you had straps for all their different models. I was like, do you get these directly from the brands or are these collectors giving these to you or are you just buying every single model?
I wish.
How do you get stock for everything to have for photos and everything?
Most of the photos you see are either from myself, our team, or just collectors and customers of ours.
Yeah.
Ambassadors as well, right? We're very thankful that people are very, very kind, very willing to loan some as special pieces. Specific to the Vacheron one, we actually have a collab with them that we launched 2 months ago. So we did a limited run of straps for the Singapore market here. We borrowed some of the pieces that they have to take some photos of it.
Yeah.
So that's where you see the crazy like...
Yeah, I saw you walking around with the, what's it called? The white gold perpetual calendar blue dial.
Oh, that's my personal
See,
one.
that is your personal one. That's one of my Grail watches. I love that watch. It is so beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
The blue dial is quite incredible.
Yeah. People say we look alike and now I know that we have the same taste in those exact watches.
Yeah, I like Grand Seiko as well.
Yeah, oh my God, Grand Seiko too. Ken, it's been such a pleasure. Thanks so much for hosting me.
Thanks,
in your
Ken.
Beautiful boutique. Yeah, thank you, Ken. And I'm going to keep this jacket because I think it looks nice on me. For everyone who thinks Ken and I are the same person, now you know we basically are. No, I'm just kidding.
Same room, but two of us.
Exactly. Anyways, thanks so much for checking out this episode. Subscribe to Delugs so you can see what they've been up to on YouTube, on Instagram. Check out their website as well. You can also follow my page at The Minute Mon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been a minute.